And welcome back, gamers. We are here for Rivers versus Steffen, getting into losers quarters, the final losers quarters match before we have semis. Wow.
Okay, what a start. It's a...
Oh, this is my apologies.
Yeah, this is... This should be winners finals, right? Because these two...
Oh, wait, yeah, this is what...
Either way, we're watching the two winners, the two gamers. Start to game. We're seeing the Rivers pull out the Chrom, who seems to have a lot of faith in this matchup specifically. Like Diddy Kong dealing with blocks and dealing with all of Steve's everything just isn't consistent. But that fair from Chrom, these down tilts, like are able to set up so well for Chrom's immense speed.
Yeah.
And you're forcing Steffen to basically destroy his own constructs in order to properly contest Chrom's massive disjoint.
Yeah, things can get really, really scary for this for Diddy Kong in this matchup, just because down tilt doesn't break the bottom block fast enough that you can like run through them consistently and actually manage that. And blocks just completely. They don't even really take damage from Banana. Banana just bounces off of them. So there are a lot of weird situations where Diddy Kong just kind of gets bodied in this matchup. But Chrom, on the other hand, has a nice large sword and some great buttons for spacing out Steve.
Yeah, and as well as a very solid advantage state overall to keep Steve from resetting with down air and just setting up more blocks, especially when you can get huge F smashes on landings like that. Oh, jab in.
Nice, good reaction too.
Jab, the inside hit gives you plenty of time to react.
Yeah. I thought F smash was coming off that one, but that was a great reaction. Just kind of stands there, realizes, okay, he DI'd hard in. I'm just gonna real quick confirm this back here, because I got the time.
Got the time.
Ooh, scary situation.
And the moment, but that forward air wasn't enough time. And yeah, with that wall there, which is set up to kind of enclose people into a setup into neutral, a weirdo neutral on that corner. Oh yeah, solid stuff from Steffen to get a quick 62.
Yep, great ladders. Ooh, good coverage of the platform there, using the Nair to make sure all tech options lose.
Throwing out these forward airs, and I haven't really seen Steffen get the chance to get any tools besides like stone. Oh, good
big
grab in order
yeah.
to get time, yeah. And that's all the time that Steffen needs when you have Diamond on deck, but a roll on gets by the grab.
Ooh, big minecart. James overcommitting a little bit. Doesn't have to, can just kind of play this lead, but I understand he just wants Steve off the screen.
Yeah, he wants to do that thing with back air where he just powers through the minecart and Steve thanks to its disjointedness. Can recover, and the drop down back air doesn't hit. This is where Chrom can have a little bit more struggles compared to Roy, where Roy's up air will kill a whole lot earlier, so your juggle tool inevitably becomes a kill move.
Yeah.
Not so for Chrom, who has to find things like forward tilt to reliably close out stocks, which is just so much less safe to go for. Get on that platform, please. Come on, man. Oh, swords clashing. One is just a whole lot more cartoony.
Yeah,
the up air and very little blocks. Not 2 blocks of iron left.
Oh,
that
yeah. Bad grab. Yeah, you can just kind of wait for the Steve to press something with punishable in that scenario. You have such a comfortable lead. It's a little scary if Steve finds diamonds, but that's only if, you know, Steve is able to take that stock.
Yeah, I've been liking Rivers' use of exactly dash attack as a means of, it's a strong hit that you can use Chrom's crazy dash for. You're not doing anything overtly complex, and you're on a stage like PS2, which has very long sides, forward tilt could potentially kill a whole lot later.
Yeah, exactly. So committing to that button that, you know, kills a little bit more vertically is quite nice. And also, it just has really nice range.
I also like the stomps. I mean, Cloud, Roy and Chrom Dare is more or less the same frame data, 1 less frame active than Falcon Dare, which is surprisingly solid. That was really good.
Yeah, it's actually good. Yeah, it's not amazing, but it's quite good. And the fact that he can confirm off the sour hit as well.
That too, yeah, it makes it extra devastating.
Ooh, I like the idea there, but Steffen needed to pull the trigger a little bit faster. Good delay on that side B from Rivers.
Hopping back and forth. Again, pressuring the ledge, making Steffen just have a hard time getting out of the corner and destroying the block. Just 2 dares. Not completely eviscerating the blocks. It does make it a little, does give Steffen at very least a little bit of time, but yet another dash attack sent straight to the corner and beyond. Refreshes his iron, but that's about it. Has to use the invulnerability to mine just a little bit.
Great DI from Rivers there. Oh, unfortunately gets caught in a couple weird scenarios, but does get that well-spaced up B to avoid the anvil. Good stuff.
The dash attack. These wooden tools are doing their job, but not exactly overpowering Rivers in any sustainable way. Great out of shield punish though. Mines gets the new tools just in time, and the nair into back air out of shield.
Very nice.
All through the platform.
It's a relatively comfortable lead for Steffen here. Looks for that footstool down air. I respect the attempt.
Dash attack, yeah.
Just got a little sloppy there.
Chrom has to recover, has to get on those blocks. He can't recover through them, unfortunately.
Ah, that makes a lot of sense. Oh, that chair is going to solve those problems, though. Only 8.6%. Pretty comfortable spot here for Rivers.
This is the second hit of neutral air. Good DI up and away from Steffen to stuff that combo before it gets too out of hand. Ooh, directly challenging the forward smash too. Rivers is just fearless when it comes to finding hits. Oh,
good drift there, yeah. Can't get that punish. Unfortunately, doesn't properly call the roll-in and gets hit by roll-in F smash there. Diamond F smash looking so strong.
Roll-in, spot dodge, forward smash.
He died at 70.
Yeah.
From the middle of the stage.
We love it. That's pretty hot.
It's diamond tools. He's got diamonds, bro.
Steve. And Steve thinks it's hip to be a square. You know what I'm saying? It's a weird dude.
You know, it's at the point where it feels like Rivers is overcommitting on some of his reads. Like, he'll get the read, but he's hard committing to forward smash, and while it's been success— oh, wow.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Wow.
Oh, and you got tick thrown. Oh, you got tick thrown by a moving projectile. Woo!
You know, we're not out here saying that Steffen maybe carried, but Steve is definitely pushed.
Yeah, Steve is quite the character at times. But Steffen is really nice, though. Honestly,
oh,
like,
yes.
I've noticed so much, like, unique stuff that I feel like I haven't seen that many people actually go for from Steve players. And it's easy to look at all of Steve's stuff and just be like, oh, this is all the same. This is all the same. But the little niche things are very important, and it can be difficult to notice when a character is just kind of like this. Yeah, I don't know. I see Steffen doing some really cool stuff.
There's something to be said about design theory in the fact that visual design is equally as important as much as it is like competitive design in a character's moveset. But we do see those little differences to a trained eye mattering so much more.
Ooh.
Like things like that, bouncing off the minecart but not doing the full setup, just using it for an extra speed boost of an already fast-moving everything that minecart is.
Yeah, exactly. Very tricky stuff. Steffen now with a relatively decent lead.
This is the platform, but still extends. Okay.
Rivers working this. Nice.
Oh, expected the high minecart. Steffen doing a good job of fast falling through, and the up air is able to get force Rivers off of him. Built 3 walls.
Nice.
Rivers does not care.
Chrom button's just so big that they make it all the way through there. All right, let's intangibility again. Doesn't get tick thrown, but does get punished for that rising air dodge. Went a little bit too high with that one. Wow, delaying the F smash through the crafting table. Very good stuff from Steffen.
Fortunately, that did destroy the crafting table, not allowing Steffen to craft a pickaxe, which he currently does not have.
Yeah.
Oh, and his sword's gone too, so he's beating you with his fists. Okay, just losing the stock will refresh the tools.
Back at resources, unfortunately, not breaking the crafting table in time. Also, Battlefield does allow Steve to craft with full intangibility still, even if the crafting table's gone, something that makes this map a little bit harder to deal with Steve on at times.
Steffen has exactly some gold and 1 block at his disposal. Okay, getting a little bit of a refresh there. But
a little bit risky to place blocks, I feel like, when you're at this low mats.
yeah, I guess he was expecting Rivers to see he's at low materials and punish, but Rivers just 1 step ahead, taking it a little bit slower and using Chrom's insane burst speed to get in and out and get into positions that Steffen wasn't ready for.
Yeah, absolutely. And pulling it all together in the end with a very good delayed ledge trump, covering a lot of trumps from Steffen with that back air, you know, is going to put the fear into Steffen to not jump immediately. All in all, resulting in that trump because Steffen just kind of waited a little bit too long. Very good conditioning by Rivers.
Yeah, but I like that Steffen is trying, like, because Rivers plays very fast.
Yes.
No matter what characters they're going. But I like how Steffen, despite using the slower character, is trying to anticipate where Rivers is going and how Rivers wants to play their offense before he ends up pressing a button. It's a level of mentality of, if he's going to play faster than me, I have to play smarter than him.
Yeah,
which can be a really heavy undertaking, but he's doing it very well thus far.
Yes, very, very good adjustments for sure. That Jair gonna make things a little bit scary in this corner. No resources in terms of, you know, no iron, no gold, and not even any stone here. The situation's looking incredibly scary for Steffen. He has to touch ground and find some materials when he can.
Oh, that
good dash time.
Yeah, that was an amazing anti-air on the attempted chase. What to do? What to do? Let Steve have full resources. Oh, baby. Is that no pickaxe again on Steffen?
Yeah. But he does have resources, so he is going to craft as fast as he can. Try to make the most out of this scenario, but unfortunately gets back aired on his way back to the stage. A very slow elytra glide. Good positioning by Rivers there.
Oh, triple fair for a quick 35. And Steffen's been doing a good job of trying just to maximize space in only a way that Steve can, by quite literally crafting blocks underneath him in order to make extra stage just to stand on and refresh a little bit. He's playing out of the corner 9 times out of 10, but he's doing a damn good job of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, Steve in the corner, it's so much better for Steve than it is most characters, just because minecart can be so difficult to react to sometimes. And the fact that you aren't allowed to shield it if Steve is doing it at certain ranges just makes it all the more a present for him.
Only gold tools, though, as Rivers tries to power through these blocks, and
that's massive.
Because he crafted gold tools, he doesn't have access to the powered minecart, but he's got diamond and plenty of iron.
Oh, yeah, the double jump from Rivers there, getting a little scared.
Sour Spot Fair won't do it, and the air dodge gets him by and gets attacked through.
So get up attack, big F smash too. That's going to make things a lot harder for Steffen here. He's going to have to solve this real quickly. Ooh, that back air unfortunately going over the minecart. Steffen finds the F smash, good stuff.
Oh, and the speed boost on the gold tools will help.
I don't like that.
It was fast, and they're as low as -1. It's crazy.
I don't, like, you watch him do this, and then actually complete the route when he connects the 1. I don't like it.
It's pretty wild, but the diamond's on deck. Still low materials. Rivers is doing an excellent job on the material game plan and switching back up to more F-tilts to keep just as safe. Great string there from Rivers, doing a full round. Oh,
Ooh, looks for that jab F smash. I respect the attempt. It would have been techable, unfortunately, but regardless, didn't connect. And now Rivers in the corner. Oh, that was smart.
out.
That was smart. This kid's kind of smart. I like that. But the first blocks down was like your only option is to air dodge onto the block. So I'm going to cover your air dodge. That was good stuff. Very cool stuff.
Plenty of time to get the resources
then
that
just
they
yep.
need and just build them around. Build a nice little cone around Ledge. What's Chrom to do?
Exactly. Like of all the characters in the game, Chrom is suffering there.
Yeah. Because you basically have to have your jump, forward air, jump forward air, drift in, up B, which
Yep.
is like, you have all of your resources, sure, right?
Yeah. Like, that's not a problem. Especially, like, worst comes to worst, the Steve just stands back on the map, recognizes that you have to waste all that time getting back, and just farms.
Yeah. So PS2, a natively wired stage, you take away that top platform that Steffen did a pretty good job of retreating towards. Gotta be careful with these up tilts, of course, but I mean, Rivers is sticking to the game plan. I'm going to pressure you, I'm going to find my strings, and I'm not letting Steffen just do what he wants. Rising Bear? No, Rising Bear instead for just whipping.
Oh, wow.
Great.
The worst DI I've ever seen on Chrom Fair in my life. I'm sorry.
It might have been like just by a nature of timing. Going for fair there changes up Steffen's. It hits guaranteed, and not allowing Steffen to react to the turnaround fair, like that full combo. Like,
yeah.
Super clean stuff just to make that combo happen quicker on Rivers' part.
Very true. And even the hit stun of it is a lot less chunky. That's just unfortunate rolling into your own TNT like that. Steffen started this game off super hot, but very quickly things have slipped out of his hands. And Rivers, you know, a seasoned player knows exactly where you're at mentally after experiencing something like that and is going to push as hard as he possibly can. Steffen looking to make the most of this beautiful recovery from Rivers. Oh my god. Almost gets the full confirm onto the platform, doesn't actually kill here. But Steffen isn't going to make much happen with the center stage. Does get Nair 1 F tilted. It's not an F smash, but that's the game. That game was clean.
That was just when Rivers was allowed to cut loose.
Yeah.
You saw Nair 1 into F tilts on platforms, full hop confirms instead of just like short hop Nair fair.
Yep.
Deep edge guards because you have 3 stocks and you can afford to use them. Like, that's quintessential when Chrom or Roy has the momentum. That speed is just so hard to keep up with, not just from raw movement, but also the amount of damage they're doing and how quickly they're on you.
Yeah, and especially a character like Steve, who, I mean, we see people complain about Steve all the time, and it's very annoying to deal with Steve, but realistically, the character's burst options aren't amazing outside of Minecart, and the character's get-off-me options generally aren't amazing. So for someone like Croy, who's not only approaching you with a sword with these combos, but is also doing it at such breakneck speeds, it can be really hard to find your footing again once you kind of lose your first step.
Yeah, still great stuff from Steffen, though, to take it to a Game 5, and they'll be awaiting in winners and losers finals for the winner of the loser semi set. So keep an eye on for that one.